Welcome to video 2 on finding the interior and exterior angles of polygons, and today in our second video we are going to talk mainly about the exterior angles of a polygon. So from the top of page 122 you did take some notes about the sum of the exterior angles for these polygons, and it did specify that the sum of the exterior angle measures for these polygons is 360 degrees, but the word I want to really concentrate on is convex. It must be a convex polygon for this formula to work, to adding them all up and they equal 360 degrees. If we have a concave, it gets a little bit more complicated. You're not required to learn it now. You'll learn it later on in your educational career. Of course, if you're curious, on your own time, you can always Google it and see what you need to do if it's a concave polygon. But for a convex polygon, all you got to do, add them all up, and it always equals 360 degrees. So in this particular case, A plus B plus C plus D plus E is equal to 360 degrees for this particular one. Adding the angles. Doesn't matter how many sides, however many sides, that's how many angles there are. And that's how many you'll have to add up to get the 360, always 360. So let's do a few. Find the measure of the exterior angle. So when I take a look at this figure, I see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 exterior angles. They all say X. They're all the same. Uh-oh, what does that mean? From our previous video tonight, it means that this is a regular polygon. And we're trying to find the angle measure for every exterior angle. We can do it for the interior. Now we're doing it for the exterior. Okay. So we counted them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 X's and they have to equal 360 degrees. So when we divide by 6, we get X is equal to, that's right, 60 degrees. Every single one of those angles is 60 degrees. Outstanding. Moving right along. Example 7. It says find the measure of the exterior angles in this one. And we can see that some of them are different. There are 2 X's, so we're going to add 2 X's together. And we're going to add an 82 degree angle. We're going to add a 36 degree angle and a 70 degree angle. And we know that the grand total must always be 360 degrees when you have a convex polygon. So we're going to simplify. We have 2 X's. And then when you add the 82, the 36, and the 70, you get 188. And that will, of course, equal 360. So we're going to subtract the 188. And we get the 2x is equal to 172. And when we divide by 2, x is equal to 86 degrees. So since both of these are x, we know that each one of them is the same 86 degrees for each one of those angles. Moving right along to our next example. Find the measure of the exterior angle. And yes, a triangle is a polygon, and so we can do the same darn thing. We know that the exterior angle measure sum has to equal 360. So we're going to add the first angle, x, plus the second angle, which is x plus 10. And the last one is 90. And we know it has to equal 360 degrees because it is a convex polygon. Simplifying, again, we have 2 X's. 90 and 10 plus 100 is equal to 360. We're going to subtract 100 from both sides. That's how we isolate the variable x and how we keep the equation balanced. We use inverse operations. We do it to both sides. So now 2x is equal to 260. Of course, when you divide by 2, you get that x is equal to 130 degrees. Well, that's not quite the total answer to this question. We do have this angle right here, which is 136 degrees. However, this angle over here has to be 130 oops, 130, not 136, 130 degrees. So this one has to be 130 plus 10, so this one is 140 degrees. Please make sure that you don't just stop when you find x, because sometimes you have an expression that represents an angle measure, in this case x plus 10, so you've got to add that 10 to find out that that angle is exactly 140 degrees. Ladies and gentlemen, it's pretty straightforward, taking fantastic notes. It's now time to do our last quick ride of the night. And of course I gave you this copy, so no worries. All you got to do is find the measure of the exterior angle x by following the formula and knowing that for the exterior angle measures, the sum for a convex polygon is always 360 degrees. As always, it is an absolute pleasure to be here with you. I love working with you, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you for all your hard work, all your efforts, your building of your character, your building of your intelligence, choosing to do things the right way, autographing all your work with excellence, taking care of your notes, utilizing your notes, coming to class, asking questions, busting your tail in class, getting stuff done while continuing to ask questions and working with your teammates. I'm telling you, if you haven't noticed the difference in your success rate, not only in math, but applying what we do to all your subject areas, then we need to have a small conversation. Come and see me, and I will help you out if you haven't seen a difference. I will help you. Ladies and gentlemen, have a fantastic night. I will see you tomorrow.